A. Should the husband be more dominant than the wife? Explain your reasons.
I think that depends on every person's relationship, to each his or her own. They could choose who should be more dominant, and whatever they're comfortable with, they should go with that. For partners in a marriage that value equality and see each other as equals, it would be more better because they treat each other with respect and consider each other's needs and support one another. As equals, they agree on goals together and work as a team to achieve these goals. They show equal commitment to the relationship and they provide mutual support and nurturing. Should the husband be more dominant as a wife is not something that benefits everyone. It's not something that should be majority or that should be... It's not something that everyone should comply with. Whatever the relationship is comfortable with, I think they should go with it. So no, the husband should not be more dominant than the wife, unless they are comfortable with that and unless that works within their relationship. I think that both wife and husband should be equal, or I think that the wife should be more dominant, or I think that they should decide which or who will be more dominant, and they should make sure that both of them are comfortable with the roles and position that they have.
Dominant sa anong aspeto ba? Kailangan natin maging specific. Halimbawa, kung dominant ang isang lalaki sa buong relasyon o sa buong pamilya, ang sagot ko ay hindi. No. Pero, kung para sa isang aspeto, yes, ang sagot ko. Halimbawa, ang babae ay nangingibabaw pagdating sa gawaing bahay. At ang lalaki naman mangingibabaw sa paghahawak ng pinansyal. Naniniwala kasi ako na may mga bagay na hindi kayang i-handle ng lalaki, na kayang i-handle ng babae. And vice versa. Masyado kasi natin na-normalize. Masyado kasi na-normalize ng mga tao na sa isang tahanan, ama ang mangunguna. Dahil siya ang nagtatrabaho at kumikita ng pera. Pero hindi rin natin naisip na ang babae ang nagdala ng sanggol sa kanyang sinapupunan at nagpakandahirap sa panganganak. Hindi ko sinasabi na dapat babae ang mangibabaw, pero sinasabi ko na dapat maging patas tayo sa pagtitingin kung ano yung kayang gawin ng mga babaeng asawa at ng mga lalaking asawa.
B. Who are better leaders, men or women? Share the reasons for your choice.
I think that better leaders are not gender-wise or sex-related. Better leaders are people who have the qualities to be a leader. Like, they are self-aware, they prioritize personal development, and they develop others. They are ethical, they are civic-minded, and they respect culture, have a cross-cultural communication. I think those are better leaders, regardless if they are men or women. There is no significant gender difference in leadership. Historically, leadership positions have predominantly been held by men, and so they are therefore stereotyped to be more effective leaders. If you actually apply research and history about it, they say that men are more effective leaders, all because the data to get it from are all men. That's why it is invalid, and I think it really does not matter who the better leader is, as long as it does not matter which gender nor biological sex the better leader is. I think they just have to possess the quality of a leader to be a better leader.
Para sa akin, wala yan sa kasarian. Nasa katangian yan. Mapalalaki ka man o babae, pwede kang maging maayos at magandang pinuno. Basta taglay mo ang mga katangian ng isang pinuno. Pag sinabi kasi natin pinuno, hindi ka lang basta pinuno eh. Dapat maayos at epektibo kang pinuno. Kaya, dapat nasa isip, gawa at puso mo na pinuno ka na para sa bayan. Lahat-lahat para sa bayan, sa mga nasasakupan. Kaya dapat kung pipili tayo, doon na tayo sa malinis yung record. Kaya, tayo, bilang mga tao, nasa atin, since tayo sa Pilipinas, nasa atin ang, nasa atin yung chance para pumili ng magandang pinuno, epektibong pinuno. Kaya dapat kung bibigyan tayo, vote wisely talaga. Yun, wala siya sa kasarian, mapalalaki o babae. mas tataglay ang pagiging maayos at epektibong pinuno. Yun ang mas magandang pinuno.
See, do you think it is not proper for a girl to say I love you first to a boy?
The question does not make any sense. It does not matter whether you are a girl or a boy to say I love you first. And if you want to say I love you first and you're comfortable and you are sure of it and you are mindful of why you are doing it, I think you can say I love you to the person you love. I don't know why men are supposed to say I love you first. I don't know which studies support that. And I don't understand why this stereotype nor this thing still exists.
Itigil na natin yung pag-iisip na dapat lalaki ang mauuna, lalaki ang mag-first move, sa lalaki unang manggagaling lahat, lalaki unang magsasalita or makikicommunicate. Kung totoong mahal mo, sabihin mo, iparamdam mo, gawin mo, ipakita mo. Hindi, wala yan sa kasarian. Uulitin ko, wala yan sa kasarian as long as mahal mo yung isang tao. Kasi hindi natin alam kung ilang bukas o kailan bukas pa natin masasabing mahal natin yung isang tao dahil lang naiisip natin na, ay, babae ako, hindi dapat ako yung unang magsabi. Hindi yun ikakababa natin bilang babae. Hindi natin yun ikakababa bilang isang tao. Nagmamahal tayo and maganda kung ipakita natin at i-express natin yung pagmamahal natin towards sa isang tao. Kaysa naman mag-regret tayo at the end of the day. Diba? Na hindi natin nasabi yung gusto natin sabihin. Yun lang.
D. It is the woman's fault if she is being harassed sexually when she is wearing skimpy clothing. What is your opinion on this?
Why is this still a question? Why is this still being asked? So apparently, are we supposed to immediately harass someone just because we're seeing a showing organ of a vagina or a showing organ of a pair of boobs? Are we supposed to sexually harass them just because they're showing bits of it? You know, in the olden traditional times, I'm gonna speak locally here in the Cordilleras. And the old traditional clothings in the old times, the women, they do not wear their upper clothings. They are showing their boobs hanging freely and all around their community, and all the men who see it, I don't think they rape them because of it. I think that people who say this, that is the woman's fault for wearing skimpy clothes, that's why they rape them. The people who say this are the people who are raised as rapists, and they think they have the privilege to touch somebody just because they are open. It's stupid. It's not something that men should think. It's reflecting the power that men used to actually have, to actually objectify women, use them as object. So, okay, just to answer it, it is not the woman's fault. She can wear anything she wants. She can go around naked in public. Although actually, there's a lot of sisters even supposed to go nude in public. Anyway, the point here is that a woman can wear anything she wants, and a man can control himself. If you want to be religious on this, if you want to speak religion on this, there is actually the verse that says that Jesus says that if a thing causes you to sin, you should pluck it out. Like example, if your eye is causing you to sin, you should pluck it out. If your hand is causing you to sin, you should pluck it out. If your penis is causing you to sin, just by looking at a woman who is dressing inappropriately, you should just cut it off. It's something like that. The rapist mindset is not the woman's fault. It's the rapist's fault. It's the rapist's fault, not the woman. Who should be a
Para sa akin, wala naman din sa kasuotan ng kababaihan. Pwede mong isuot lahat ng gusto mo. Pwede mong irapa lahat ng kung saan ka masaya at kung saan ka komportable. Naniniwala kasi ako sa mga ganitong bagay. Wala yan sa nagdadala o nagsusuot. Nasa tao yan. Kung talagang gusto mong mangharas, kung talagang yun talaga yung pakay mo, nasa iyo yan. Kontrolado mo yung sarili mo, hindi yung ibang tao. Kasi, halimbawa, kung kahit naman maayos yung suot mo, meron pa rin mga cases ng sexual harassment. Kahit naman sobrang decente, kahit sobrang komportable, or kahit walang nakikita, may nakikita man o walang nakikita, meron pa rin sexual harassment. Yan, naniniwala ako, nasa tao yan. Nasa mata niya, nasa pagkikilos niya, nasa pag-iisip niya yung pangaharas. Kaya hindi natin pwedeng isisi sa mga babae kung bakit sila nakaharas dahil sa kasuotan nila. Never pong naging rason ang kasuotan sa kamanyakan ng mga tao. Kaya dapat hindi natin ilalapit o ililipat yung sisi dun sa taong naharas, sa taong nangharas.
Men should be at the forefront in protecting gender issues.
thing. It's not. Why does it have to be men, and why does it have to separate men and women? I think everyone should be at the forefront protecting gender issues. Everyone and anyone who has the power of these words, who has the power of money, who has the power alone. they should be at the forefront protecting gender issues. Everyone. It's regardless of gender norms, biological sex, men and women. Although men have the male privilege, and we are been born into a patriarchal system. So I guess there is a little factor into why they should also be first at the lines, but it does not matter which is first at the line. Those who have the power, albeit men and women, everyone should protect gender issues. Everyone should understand, acknowledge, and protect the gender issues regardless of men or women.
Para sa akin, on my own opinion, naniniwala ako na dapat both men and women. Maganda kasi na lahat tayo open and aware sa ganitong usapin na totoong may ganitong pangyayari and ganitong problema sa lipunan. Kung hindi man natin naranasan, at least aware tayo na merong mga ganitong problema na isa rin sa mga dahilan o isa rin sa mga naghihinder sa atin na lumago. Isa to sa mga problema ng lipunan natin na nagiging rason kung bakit hindi tayo nakakapag-progress and nakika-engage sa iba. And maganda rin na hindi lang dapat men ang maging forefront. Kasi kung ganun, another gender issue siya. Mas maganda kung pareho. And mas maganda kung bawat isa ine-empower na talagang masolusyonan yung ganitong problema. Kasi hindi lang naman lalaki, hindi lang naman isang kasarian ang makikinabang, kundi lahat tayo, buong lipunan.
Hello, I am 30. Pag sinabi nating gender issues, maraming sakop yan, like gender bias in education, lack of representation for women and girls at the policy level, concern and gender equality at marami pang iba. Gender equality means that men and women have equal rights. Both have the same means and opportunities. But if we look at the world, even today, in many places, hindi nabibigyan ng equal rights ang mga babae gaya ng mga lalaki. Women are discriminated against in the means of employment. Women are also victims of domestic violence. Para matigil yun, let's get proper value to women's work. I-empower natin sila at bigyan natin ng karapatan. Huwag natin sila i-underestimate at respetuhan natin sila as much as possible.
I'm Scott Martin, and what can I say about gender issues is that it creates discrimination, entrenches gender stereotypes, and prevents women and men, girls and boys from equally reaching their full potential in workplace, at home, and in society. To achieve gender equality, we should respect each and everyone, making education a gender sensitive means a lot. Also, we need to empower others and work together, stop discriminating, and stop violence. We are all human and we need to be respected.
I am Jade Christian Passion, and as for me, gender inequality is discrimination on the basis of sex or gender, causing one sex or gender to be routinely privileged or prioritized over another. We need gender equality urgently. Gender equality prevents violence against women and issues. It is essential for economic prosperity. Societies that value women and men as equal are safer and healthier. Gender equality is a human right. Everyone benefits from gender equality. Putulin natin ang gender issues na yan at maging isa tayo. Matuto tayong rumispeto anuman ang kasarian ng bawat isa.